This webinar is being recorded.
Good timing, Mark. Perfect timing.
Thank you, Lori. Is there any discussion from the IEC committee?
Is there anything that was shocking or of concern that came out in this? Have you guys heard about the board's motion from a year ago?
I see shaking head, so no concerns,
Okay.
not surprised.
No concerns,
Thank you.
no rebels.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Dr.
Board
Holmes does
member.
have a quick question. Simone, hang on.
Yes, go for it.
Sorry.
You know, I'm sure you saw the article. Can you hear me? I'm sure you saw the article that came out last year or recently. My double.
Yeah, turn off your volume.
Oh, there we go. Am I okay?
Still echoing.
So can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's better.
Am I okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I real quick question. This is Dr. Holmes. So I'm sure we all most of us saw the article that came out in that San Diego news media outlet on the nursing board and how nurses were struggling to pay for the board and they were dropping out and whatnot. So the author, and I don't know how this happened, but the author of that article, the last name was Wang, I think Hwang. So she emailed me and said, would I be willing to be interviewed for this article? And then she called me and we talked and I contacted the nursing board and I said, I'm a physician and should I be interviewed? And they said, no, we have somebody that does that. So I declined to be interviewed for the article. I wonder how she got my email address and how did she get my phone number? How did she know I was even doing this? Any ideas? I mean,
Well,
but I'm just curious.
I'll just state that for the committee members, your names are public knowledge that you reside on an IEC because you are board appointed. That is public as well when you're appointed by the board. So with your name, an individual could look you up and find your contact information. That's not something that the board gives out.
I mean, I get asked for these periodically. I'm just curious.
You're famous.
I just did a documentary interview on Matthew Perry. Well, I'll give you the guys the link. The BBC is doing a documentary on Matthew Perry's death, and so they interviewed me.
Interesting. Thank you.
Fantastic. I do use a paid service that I pay in to try to have my information scrubbed, because I get a lot of contact. I get death threats. I get a lot of things. My name, now Shannon writes her name for me, goes on a lot of the revocations of license and disciplinary stuff. So I'm not, my name is not a favored name in the nursing community. If you've had your license revoked or disciplined, there are some interpretation of it that it's my fault, that their life has been negatively affected. And so because of that, there is a risk, an inherent risk to that. Our board president also receives those same threats. And so definitely is not comfortable. So hearing that you've had some reach outs, some contacts, maybe through your personal contact versus through a work reach out, if there is something that you're considering, when I met with the Department of Investigations and met with the Attorney General's office and really just trying to figure out a way that I can protect myself because of my role. There was a lot of recommendation that came out about seeking a service that can scrub your information from the websites, from the internet, and try not to have a huge public standing on social media. Maybe put your stuff on private and leave it to, immediate friends and family, and just kind of do things that could potentially protect you from that. We're in a public position. Within our positions, we are pretty high. Can be pretty high targets if there is people that are upset with what is occurring, and so always be aware and reach out. We do work closely with the California Highway Patrol, and they are able to provide assistance if there are ever any credible threats that do come through. So just want to definitely share that out so that you guys are aware of that. In relation to media, we do have an information officer that we use. We do go through the Department of Consumer Affairs and legal counsel and myself for any media contact. We do ask for our board members and committee members to share that media contact when it has anything to do with our board or your role at our board, and have that be evaluated by us. And then we typically do the response. However, you guys are able to interact as you see fit. We're not going to go and say, why did you do that? It really is we do ask you to make us aware. We do ask you to allow us to handle that, but it's not a necessary requirement. So if you did do a reach out or respond to somebody, that we just ask to be aware of it. Okay. Well, at that point, sorry. Did I cut somebody off? Oh no, it was just you, Simone. Thank you. So at that point, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get back to the business that you guys do. You guys do an amazing job. I appreciate it. And we just thank you for assistance in this. Feel free to reach out, and I will see you in an upcoming IEC. Enjoy your morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Board moderator, could you please open for public comment?
We will be opening for public comment now. Please refer to the screen share for members of the public to see how they should type in their request or comment. I've activated the question and answer feature. Members of the public can indicate that they would like to make a comment by typing into the question box, "I would like to make a comment." Please remember you will have 2 minutes to make your comments. I will not give a reminder as your time approaches. I do not want to interrupt you nor cause you to lose your train of thought. I will mute your microphone and inform you that your time has expired, and we'll move on to the next member of the public. I'll pause for a moment for members of the public to type in, "I would like to make a comment." Meeting Facilitator Johnson, there are no public requests for comments on the WebEx. We have no in-person representation in our location in Orange. Would you like me to close this window?
Yes, please. Moving on to agenda item 7.0, review IEC member guide and intervention program regulations. Board staff requests intervention evaluation committee members to review the IEC guide on an ongoing basis and offer feedback to staff regarding any areas where information could be developed further. The board is responsible for onboarding and training all IECs to ensure members are successful in their role. The board is seeking feedback from its IECs on regulatory changes that will help the board better fulfill its legislative mandate. IECs are responsible for evaluating registered nurses in the program according to the guidelines prescribed by the board. Those guidelines, which can be found on California Code of Regulations Title 16, Sections 1446 to 1449, currently pertain to admission criteria, procedure to review program applicants, causes for denial of admission, causes for termination from the program, as well as other requirements. Is there any discussion from the board on this item?
No.
No discussion.
Bo- Board moderator, would you please open for public comment?
We will be opening for public comment now. Please refer to the screen share for members of the public to see how they should type in their request for comment. I've activated the question and answer feature. Members of the public can indicate that they would like to make a comment by typing into the question box, "I would like to make a comment." Please remember you will have 2 minutes to make your comments. I will not give a reminder as your time approaches. I do not want to interrupt you nor cause you to lose your train of thought. I will mute your microphone and inform you that your time has expired, and we'll move on to the next member of the public. I'll pause for a moment for members of the public to type in, "I would like to make a comment." Meeting Facilitator Johnson, there are no public requests for comments on the WebEx. We have no in-person representation in our location in Orange. Would you like me to close this window? You're muted.
Moving on to agenda item 8.0, discussion and possible action, approve proposed 2026 IEC4 meeting schedule. Have all members had a chance to review the proposed meeting schedule? And are there any questions or feedback?
No question.
No? Do we have a motion to approve the proposed IEC meeting schedule?
Motion.
Second.
Who was the motion by the first motion?
Natalie.
Alan, thank you. Okay. Before the committee votes, are there any additional discussion?
No.
Board moderator, would you please open for public comment?
We will be opening for public comment now. Please refer to the screen share for members of the public to see how they should type in their request for comment. I've activated the question and answer feature. Members of the public can indicate they would like to make a comment by typing into the question box, "I would like to make a comment." Please remember you'll have 2 minutes to make your comments. I will not give a reminder as your time approaches. I do not want to interrupt you nor cause you to lose your train of thought. I will mute your microphone and inform you that your time has expired, and we'll move on to the next member of the public. I'll pause for a moment for members of the public to type in, "I would like to make a comment." Meeting Facilitator Johnson, there are no public requests for comments on the WebEx. We have no in-person representation on our location in Orange. Would you like me to close this window?
Yes, please. We have a motion by Natalie to approve proposed 2026 IEC meeting schedule. We will take a vote by roll call. When you hear your name, would you please say yes, no, or abstain? Vice Chair Ocampo,
Yes.
Dr. Holmes,
Yes.
Oops.
Yes.
Mr. Avila,
Yes.
Ms. Reinfeld.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes 4 yes. Thank you. Moving on to agenda item 9.0. The meeting is convening into closed section. Open section will reconvene immediately following the closed section. The committee will meet in closed section pursuant to Business and Professions Code section 2770.10 and Government Code Section 11126 Subdivision C2 to discuss and vote on matters related to intervention program applicants and participants. This meeting is recession to go in closed section at 9:16 a.m.
Okay, so it is currently 2:30. We are coming back into open session. We'll do a roll call to establish quorum. Elaine Ocampo.
Elaine Ocampo, present.
Richard.
Richard Avila, present.
Natalie.
Natalie Rainfield, present.
Dr. Holmes.
Dr. Randy Holmes, present.
Okay, we have established quorum. It is 2:30. We are now closing open session. Thank you.